And today I'm outside St Paul's Underground Station. Let's give you a quick view of St Paul's. And today what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the journey from what used to be Newgate Jail, which is now the Old Bailey, to Tyburn, Marble Arch, where prisoners were taken to be executed. So when you leave St Paul's, all you do is bear to your left and continue straight in front till we get to the Old Bailey, and then we'll be starting the journey all the way to Marble Arch, to the old Tyburn tree, where prisoners were executed. I've just left St Paul's Underground Station and I'm walking towards the Old Bailey. Across the road on my way is Old Christ Church, there's monastery, Greyfriars Monastery, but anyway, we just continue straight. Okay, when you reach this point on Newgate Street, I'm going to turn left here into Warwick Lane, up by Cutler's Hall, down towards the Old Bailey. Now the Old Bailey's in front. Now I've just turned the corner from Newgate Street over there, and I'm in Warwick Lane, and over there is Cutler's Hall, and it's on the site of the Royal College of Physicians, and behind it is the Old Bailey. Now the importance of the Royal College of Physicians is that when people were executed, they used to take the body parts and practice on it. Okay, now from here we'll head back onto Newgate Street in front, bear to our left and continue, and we'll be beside the Old Bailey. And that's where I just come from. I'm just going to give you a view of the Old Bailey from Newgate Street. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn around the corner into the Old Bailey, and then we'll have a look at the Central Criminal Courts properly. Here I am, outside the Old Bailey, on Old Bailey. Just give you a little panoramic view. Now this is quite a new building, built in 1907. The work started on the building in 1902, but finished about 1907. Now the original building on the site was Newgate Jail. And the reason it was called Newgate was that it was part of the old Roman wall. Now prisoners up to 1783 were taken from here all the way along to Tyburn to be executed, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go along the same route. The last person after 1783, the executions were held outside here at the Old Bailey until 1868. On top of the Old Bailey is the Greek goddess Themis. She's holding the scales of justice and the sword of retribution. Most executions occurred on a Monday, but the night before the execution, I'll just give you a panoramic view, the sexton of the church across the road, the Holy Sepulchre, used to be called St Edmund, would come underneath. There's tunnels on the ground here which connects to the prison, ringing a bell 12 times, and he would come to the prisoners or the condemned people's cell and tell them to prepare to meet their maker. And that's where I came from, St Paul's. I'll just give you a quick view, and now we're going to be starting the journey that the condemned men would take. Now they'll leave Newgate here. I'll just give you a quick view of where we are, and then they'll be taken straight in front along Newgate Street, and we'll be heading down Snow Hill, because in those days there was no Holborn Viaduct. Now over there, as I said, is St Sepulchre, where the sexton would ring the bell and come under the ground all the way to the condemned men's cell before the executions. I'm in St. Secula's Church, and in front on the wall is the execution bell. Now this bell is rung on the night of an execution when the prisoners would be taken from Newgate Jail to Tyburn and hung. The person would ring the bell as he walked under the cellars towards Newgate Jail, telling the prisoners to prepare for the next life. Let's give you a panoramic view of the church. Now this church is also associated with Pocahontas. Captain Smith, who she saved, is buried here. That's where I've come from, the Old Bailey, or Newgate in those days. And in front is St. Secula. Now the old cart carrying the condemned prisoners would turn round here, down Snow Hill, towards the Old Fleet Valley. So it just continued down the hill here, Snow Hill. Okay, if we carry in front, we go across the Holborn Viaduct, which wasn't built until about 1867. And as I said, we're following the condemned prisoners' journey to Tyburn. In front is Snow Hill Police Station. Before, on that side, used to be the old Saracens Head. We just continue on. We'll be crossing Fountain Street and going up by the old Holborn Viaduct Bridge. Just give you a quick view of where I am. And when you get to this point, all we're going to do is turn around and we're going to head up the bridge, up the Holborn Viaduct Bridge. As I said, we're going on to the bridge, so just turn up here, up the steps. Just give you a panoramic view. Straight ahead is the Old Bailey. Just give you a panoramic view, and we turned down by Snow Hill, which was the original route, and then the condemned carriage we ran up by Holborn Hill and straight on. And we carry on straight, following the same route. Okay, once we cross over the bridge, we have left the City of London. And in front is St Andrew's over bars. And when I say over bars, it means out of the city. Now the condemned cart carrying the prisoners to Tyburn will just continue straight in front. So that's all we do, just continue straight. All we do now is cross Holborn Circus, which is here, and just continue straight in front towards Chancery Lane. The statue in front is of Prince Albert, Queen Victoria's husband. Just continue straight. In front is Barnard's Inn. This is where they hold Thomas Gresham's lectures. Thomas Gresham goes back to Queen Elizabeth's time, Queen Elizabeth I, and he set up a school in the city, and they offer free lectures at lunchtime. But anyway, we just continue on our journey forward. Now the condemned cart will just carry on straight in front. To my right is Gray's Inn Road, which takes you all the way to King's Cross. So as I said, we just continue straight. Okay, we're on High Holborn, and in front is Chancery Lane Underground Station. We carry on. Now the turn to my left is Chancery Lane, which takes you all the way down to the Royal Courts of Justice. We continue straight in front. Let's carry on in front. Okay, we'll be passing Holborn Station here, and we'll just carry on straight past, crossing over the King's Road. We'll just continue straight across. If you do decide to turn around on your left down King's Road, you come up by the Old Bridge. Anyway, as I said, we just continue straight. We've just passed Princess Louise Public House, and all we do is just carry on round Burn to my left, carrying on by High Holborn. So we just continue straight in front. We just carry on, as I said, straight. Well, that's where I've come from. I've just crossed over there, Drury Lane, just far off Drury Lane. Just give you a quick view of where I am. And we just continue straight in front. Over there on my right, turning, is the start of Bloomsbury Street. But we continue on, we'll be heading into St Giles's High Street, and we'll be stopping by St Giles in the Fields. Well, I've just passed the Oasis Leisure Centre. This is Endell Street, and as I said, we just continue straight in front. Now the turn-in on my left would be Shaftesbury Avenue, but we continue straight along towards St George's High Street. Well, I've just crossed over from those traffic lights. I'll just give you a quick view. As I said, Shaftesbury Avenue, you've got Neal Street, and you've got Monmouth Street down there. But as I said, we just carry along here, along St George's High Street. We'll be stopping by St George's in the Field, and that's where the condemned cart would stop for the prisoners to have a drink. Now it's here at the Angel, which is beside St Giles in the Field. Just give you a quick view, where the condemned cart would stop, and the condemned prisoners would be given water or drink. And remember, there'd be crowds, thousands and thousands of people lying in the streets, because it was a great spectacle. And this would be the last church the condemned prisoners would see as they drank their wine or beer. And after their stop, they would continue on to Tyburn. So we just continue on. Now there's a lot of construction work, should I put it like that. And what I'm going to have to do, we're going to have to go along Denmark Street here, and then rejoin Oxford Street, and just continue our journey to Tyburn. Now this is the famous Tin Pan Alley, Denmark Street, and there's talk that, well, a few of the buildings are going to be knocked down. But then we just continue to the end, third to our right, and then we rejoin the trail to Tyburn. Okay, now that's where I've just come from, Denmark Street. I crossed over, and here I am, beside Oxford Street. And what am I going to do? I'm going to turn to my left into Oxford Street, and just continue all the way down to Marlborough Arch, where the old Tyburn tree was. Right back in the 17th century, early 18th century, there would have been none of this construction, and St Giles's High Street would have connected straight, but that's New Oxford Street in front, that's Tottenham Court Road in front of me. St Giles High Street would have connected straight here into Oxford Street. Right in front is Tottenham Court Road Underground Station, part of the Crossrail redevelopment. And in front you've got Oxford Street, and that's where the condemned prisoners will be taken all the way down to Marble Arch, Tyburn, to be executed. I'll just give you a panoramic view of where I am. And in front you've got Tottenham Court Road, and if you cross over and turn down by Great Russell Street you come to the British Museum. Now the road in front is New Oxford Street, and in front you've got Centre Point. And over there you might just be able to see the steeple of St Giles in the field. Now that's where we came from, and that's where the prisoners would get a drink. St Giles' Bowl they used to call it. Anyway, around the 12th century all this was fields and countryside, and St Giles itself was a leper hospital. Now execution started at Tyburn in the 12th century and was known as the King's Gallows. But anyway, what we're going to do is just continue straight down, following the old route towards Marble Arch, so we just continue straight in front. Now the reason why they stopped executing people at Tyburn was that this part of London by the 18th century was becoming very fashionable, especially Mayfair. Now execution stopped in 1783. In front you have Oxford Circus Underground Station, and if you take that turning there on the left you come to the Palladium. Now in front is Oxford Circus, and we just carry on straight on the condemned man's route. Now if you turn left at Oxford Circus you come all the way down to Piccadilly, and if you turn right you come all the way up towards Regent's Park. So as I said, we just continue straight. Panoramic view of Oxford Circus. Up there you have the BBC. Over there on my right is John Lewis. We just carry on straight. We're going beside Bond Street, and all we do is just continue straight. Another exit, Bond Street. Now if you cross the road, and over there there's a little silver ball, but that's the entrance to St Christopher's Place. There's a little secret of Oxford Street. It's all cafes and restaurants and little bars. Worth going up there. But anyway, we continue in front. In front is Selfridges. Okay, I'm at the front of Selfridges here. Now if anyone's interested, if anyone wants to go to the American Embassy, what you do, you take the next turning on the left. In front is Selfridges. Up there, if you go up there, you come up to Baker Street, up by Portman Square. I will be continuing straight in front, and as I said, if you turn left here into North Audley Street, you come out by the American Embassy. We are now approaching Marble Arch. I'll be crossing over and carrying on straight, and we'll be at Tyburn very soon. Well, here we are at Marble Arch. I'm just going to give you a panoramic view of where we are. Over there, the Hyde Park. Straight ahead you've got Park Lane. Just give you a quick view of where I am. So that's where I've come from, all the way along up the street. Now from Marble Arch Underground Station we just continue in front till we get to the Tyburn spot. People were harmed. Cross over Great Cumberland Street and just continue straight in front. Just give you a quick view of where I am. On execution days, there will be up to over 200,000 people. So there's quite a few famous people executed here. And in one case, Oliver Cromwell, he was dug up in 1661 on the orders of Charles II and hung here, even though he was dead. This is where the executions took place. Now in 1571 they introduced a new scaffold or gallows, the three-sided scaffolds, which was able to hang 24 people at a time. Now the last executions took place here in 1783, and executions were then taken outside Newgate Jail right up to 1868, when Michael Barrett was the last person to be hung. Michael Barrett was a Fenian and responsible for an explosion in Clerkenwell. But as I said, that is the old Roman road, Watling Street, Edgware Road. And the road in front, Bayswater Road, was the old Roman road to Oxford, and that's why Oxford Street is called Oxford Street. Well, this is the end of the walk, the Newgate Jail to Tyburn Tree walk. I hope you enjoyed it.